Okay. So we're going to proceed to example number 11 in our analytic geometry session. Okay. Find the equation of the circle in standard form if the x-intercepts -3 and 15 and y-intercepts -5 and 9. Okay, so the first thing that you will do is to write the given. So ano ba yung given natin dito sa problem? So meron tayong x-intercepts -3 and 15. Okay? Pag sinabi kasi nating x-intercept, meron tayong x-coordinate but our y-coordinate will always be 0. Okay? So yan yung form ha. Okay, so let us write the x-intercepts of example 11. Okay? So the x-intercept is, let's say yung ating point A is -3 and 0. Okay? Then yung B naman natin is 15 and 0. So kasi itong -3 at itong 15, that is our x. Then ipa-partner lang natin yun sa 0, which is the y-coordinate, and yun ang ating x-intercepts. Okay? Then ang ating y-intercept naman, ang form naman ng y-intercepts ay 0 and y. Okay? May given tayong y-coordinate but our x-coordinate will always become 0. Okay? Yun ang partner pag y-intercepts. So our y-intercepts are -5 and 9. So yung symbol, like itong A, itong B, depende sa inyo. Basta meron kayong ma-represent na point. Okay? Na letter. Because that is one requirement, especially when it comes to graphing. Okay? So, itong letter D naman, point D, is 0 and -5. Okay? Then, point E naman, 0 and 9. So, these are our x-intercepts and y-intercepts based on our problem. So, yung hinahanap natin sa problem is the standard equation of the circle. Okay? But wala tayong given na center. Wala din tayong given na radius. So all you have to do is to first find the center, then the radius. Then after we find those two, mafo-formulate na natin yung standard equation of the circle. Okay? So the next step after this, igagraph natin tong x-intercepts and y-intercept. Dito muna tayo sa x-intercept. Okay? So -3 and 0. Saan ba ang -3 and 0? So pag -3, nandito yon. Since 0 siya, nasa x-axis lang siya. Okay? So ito yung ating letter A. So this will be -3 and 0. Okay? Then, tapos na tayo sa letter A, sa point A. Point B naman tayo, 15 and 0. Ang 15 and 0 ay nandito siya. Since ang kanyang y-coordinate ay 0, it is within the x-axis. Okay? So, ito yung ating point B. This will become point B, 15 and 0. Okay? 15 and 0. Then, yung ating y-intercept naman, plot din natin, 0 and -5. So, 0, ang ating x coordinate, -5. So, nandito siya. This is our point D, 0 and -5. Point E naman, 0 and 9. Ito. So, this is point E, 0 and 9. So, na-plot na natin yung mga x-intercepts and y-intercepts natin. So, the next step that you're going to do is to find the center of the circle. So, yung center of the circle, which is symbolized as capital letter C, with coordinates H and K. Okay? Pag sinabi nating H and K, hindi siya sa origin. Unlike dun sa ating mga previous problems, yung center ng circle ay nandito sa origin. Sa gitna ng x-axis and y-axis. Nandito. Pag H and K, let's say nandito yung ating H and K na center. So that is an example. Unlike dun sa origin, nandito yung center ng circle. Okay? So paano natin makukuha yung x-coordinate ng ating center ng circle? So as you can see, we have two x-intercepts here, which is point A and point B. We have to get the midpoint. Pag nakuha natin yung midpoint, that will become the x-coordinate of our center. Pag dito naman, para makuha yung ating y-coordinate, we have to get the midpoint of point E and point D. Okay? So, let us solve it. So, yung midpoint natin, yung midpoint formula, if you're going to recall, M, capital letter M, meron siyang coordinates x sub m and y sub m. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng M? That is the midpoint. From the word midpoint, M means midpoint. X sub m naman, that is the x-coordinate of the midpoint. Y sub m naman ay y-coordinate ng midpoint. Okay? So, yung formula in getting the x sub m is equal to x sub 1 plus x sub 2 all over 2. Okay? To get the y sub m naman, y sub 1 plus y sub 2 all over 2. Sa ating graph, okay? Yung gagamitin nating mga points is point A and point B. Get the x-coordinate of the center of the circle, we have to compute for x sub m. So to get x sub m, yung ating coordinates na gagamitin is -3 and 0, and our point B is 15 and 0. So our x sub 1 is -3, y sub 1 naman natin ay 0, x sub 2 naman natin ay 15, and our y sub 2 is equal to 0. So, since ang hinahanap natin, sabi ko nga, after we get x sub m, that is equal to our x-coordinate of the center, which is h. Diba? Ang x-coordinate ng ating center is symbolized as lowercase h. Okay, so we don't need y sub 1 and y sub 2. So, kukunin lang natin tong x sub n based dito sa ating points na point A and point B. So, x sub m is equal to, our x sub 1 is -3 plus X sub 2 naman natin ay 15. We divided by 2. Okay? X sub m is equal to negative 3 plus 15 is 12 divided by 2. X sub m is equal to 6. Okay? And we take note that X sub m is equal to the x coordinate of our center. Therefore, h is equal to x sub m. H is equal to 6. Okay? So, substitute lang natin. So, this will be our x coordinate of our center. For the y sub m naman, okay? Ito natin isulat. So, to get y sub m naman, ang gagamitin naman natin based on dito sa ating graph is itong point D and point E. Pag nakuha natin yung midpoint na yan, ang dalawang point na yan, okay? We will get the y coordinate of our center. So to get y sub m, our points are D. Point D is 0 and negative 5. Point E naman natin ay 0 and 9. Okay? Yung ating x sub 1 is equal to 0. Our y sub 1 is equal to negative 5. X sub 2 natin ay 0. Y sub 2 natin ay equal sa 9. So since parehas yung 0 ang ating x sub 1 and x sub 2, kaka-cancel out na natin yan. Hindi na natin yan kailangan. Okay? Y sub 1 and y sub 2 lang ang ating kailangan in order for us to compute for y sub m, and we know that y sub m is equal to k. So y sub m is equal to y sub 1 plus y sub 2 all over 2. What is our y sub 1? Negative 5. Y sub 2 naman natin ay 9 divided by 2. So y sub m is equal to negative 5 plus 9 is 4, di ba? Negative 5 plus 9 is 4. Divided by 2, y sub m is equal to 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, so this will be our y sub m, and we know that y sub m is equal to k. K is equal to y sub m. Therefore, y sub m natin ay 2. Therefore, yung ating k is equal to 2. Therefore, yung ating center, HK, what is our H? 6, di ba? Ang K naman natin ay 2. So, this will be the center of our circle. So, kung ipa-plot natin yan dito, so paano ba natin ipa-plot tong center 6 and 2? So, based dito sa ating figure right here, ating graph, okay, our center is 6 and 2. So, bilang ka lang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, 2 naman, 1, 2. So, nandito yung ating center ng circle, which is 6 and 2. Don't forget to label the center. Okay? Then, since ang x-intercept and y-intercept natin ay lie on the circle, pwede na natin silang i-intersect. Okay? Let us use another color. Okay? Ito yung itsura ng ating circle. Not perfectly shaped, but just to represent our circle. Okay? So, yan yung ating circle. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, lahat ng intercepts, either x-intercept or y-intercept, lahat yan ay naglalay sa ating circle. Okay? Nag-i-intersect sa circle natin. And as you can see, na-compute na natin yung center. Diba? Yung center ng ating circle. But what about the radius? So as you can see here, in order for us to compute for the radius of the circle, from the center, again, our definition of the radius, from the center up to one endpoint or the intercept of the circle. So if we're going to sketch this, okay, from the center up to point A, that is our radius. From the center up to point D, that is also our radius. From the center hanggang dun sa point B, okay, that is also our radius. From the center hanggang dun sa point E, that is also our radius. And we know that radius, okay, na-discuss na natin to at nasabihan ko na din kayo, maski saang bulok ng circle yan, okay, that is always equal to the radius. Kagaya nito, di ba ang radius nito ay equal yan sa line segment? Di ba line segment to? Since we have two definite endpoints. Ang endpoints dito na definite are the center and the point E. So yung ating radius that is equal to line segment EC. Okay? Or CE. Also dito, radius is equal to the line segment AC. Radius naman dito ay equal sa line segment DC. The radius here is equal to line segment BC. Okay? So lahat yan equal to the radius of the circle. So all you have to do is to pick one in order for you to compute for the radius. Okay, I'm gonna choose the line segment EC with coordinates, with endpoints rather, definite endpoints sa the center, which is 6 and 2, and point E, which is 0 and 9. Okay? So for us to compute for the radius of the circle, that is symbolized as lowercase r, di ba? Okay. So sulat muna natin yung ating given na piniling points for us to compute the radius. So our center is 6 and 2, right? Okay. The other point naman is point E with coordinates 0 and 9. Okay? Paano natin makukompute yung radius of the circle? If you're going to recall, in order for you to get the distance from between the 2 points, the distance between 2 points, ang gagamitin natin yung distance between 2 points formula. Okay? So, R is equal to line segment EC, di ba? Okay, yung line segment EC natin, that is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. Di ba parang familiar yan? So, we just take note that this formula right here, galing yan sa D is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. And we note that D, the distance is equal to line segment EC. And yung line segment EC natin, since ang ating sabi ay line segment EC is equal to R. So R is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. Okay, sinubstitute lang natin. Pinalitan lang natin tong line segment EC into R. Kaya naging R is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. Okay. So, dito naman, paano natin makukuha yung x sub 2 and x sub 1? Assign lang tayo ng value. So, ang ating center, that is our first point. Okay, first point natin yan. So, x sub 1 is equal to 6. Our y sub 1 is equal to 2. X sub 2 naman natin ay 0. Y sub 2 naman natin ay 9. So, r is equal to, substitute lang natin. Anong ating x sub 2? 0. Minus, x sub 1 naman natin ay 6 square plus y sub 2 naman natin ay 9 minus y sub 1 natin ay 2 square. So, r is equal to the square root of, okay, 0 minus 6 is negative 6 square plus 9 minus 2 is 7 square. Okay? Wala namang problema pag may negative kasi pagkakuha mo ng square niyan, ng negative 6, it will become positive. So, negative 6 square is 36. 7 square is 49. Okay? So, 36 plus 49 is 85. Wala namang may lowest term pa to. Okay? Wala namang square root of 85, di ba? So, we leave it as that. So, r is equal to the square root of 85 units. Don't forget the word units as generalization of units. Kasi hindi natin alam kung yun ay meters, ang radius. Hindi natin alam kung yan ay centimeters, feet, etc. Okay? Okay, meron na tayong radius. We also have the center which is 6 and 2. Okay? Ang h natin dito is 6. Okay, ang ating k naman dito is 2. Dito sa ating center, di ba? Okay. Since ang ating center, di ba, that is not in the origin. Kasi pag sa origin, 0 and 0 ang coordinates. Pag center at hk, wala siya sa origin. Please take note of that. Okay? So, x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. Okay? Substitute lang natin. What is our h? 6, di ba? Square plus y minus, anong k natin? 2. Square is equal to the square root of, what is our r? Square root of 85. Don't include the units na lang. Okay? Yan. Square. Okay? So, copy lang natin to. Then, itong square root of 85, since yan ay square root at ito is square, we're just going to cancel that out. So, we will be left with 85. So, our final answer will be x minus 6 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to 85. Okay? So, that is the final answer for example number 11. So, for more videos about pre-calculus problems, okay, and other math-related topics, please subscribe to my YouTube channel in order for you to be notified whenever I posted a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay? Thank you.